All right, so we will be looking into the last topic for this subject today. Yes, I hope all of you have, reflected on the topic that we covered in the last class for this subject. Yes, how to set up a business entrepreneur. Yes, so did you brainstorm and did you try looking into the mind mapping of your ideas? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we will be continuing with uh, the concluding part of this subject. Yeah. So it's basically the different types of online markets that we have. What is digital, market or online market? What are the benefits of it? And what are the different laws associated with it? Yes, how can you patent your work? How can you protect your work when you are looking into these kind of e-commerce platforms? Okay, and what are basically the business opportunities and basically the careers that fashion can give you is what we are going to look at today. All right. Yes, is my screen visible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So the online economy and e-marketing. What is e-marketing? I just want to hear the ideas that you have regarding this. What do you think it is? Yes? Come on, speak up. What is
Mm.
e-marketing? Last class I asked how many of you are there in the social media sites. Yes? Some of you answered you are there in Facebook, you are there in Instagram. Yes, you also spoke about how Instagram promotes brands, newcomer brands, startup brands. Yes. So, what are these processes basically? What is it? How do people earn money out of it? How economy is generated out of it? Yes.
मैम ऑनलाइन अपना जो उनका प्रोडक्ट है वो उसको मतलब प्रमोट करते हैं ऐसे साइट्स पे लाइक सोशल मीडिया पे वेबसाइट्स पे और अपनी प्रोडक्ट्स को सेल करते हैं
थोड़ा इलाबोरेट में बोलिए कैसे, मतलब देखो कोविड में क्या था, कोविड से आफ्टर वी ऑलवेज टेक कोविड एज अ लैंडमार्क। ठीक है, कोविड के पहले सब कुछ बहुत ही फास्ट चल रहा था। वी हैड अ फिजिकल मार्केट, बहुत हाईली डेवलपिंग सोसाइटी इट वाज गेटिंग। ओके, बट सडनली विद द ऑनसेट ऑफ कोविड 2 years ऑफ लॉकडाउन सारा कॉन्क्रीट स्टोर्स बंद हो गया। यस, पीपल डिड नॉट हैव एनी क्लू कि कैसे चलेंगे, बिजनेस बंद हो गए, सब कुछ बंद हो गया। ठीक है, उसके बाद ग्रेजुअली वी सॉ द ऑनसेट ऑफ बेसिकली द ऑनलाइन साइट्स। यस, तभी जियो ने फ्री कर दिया था, राइट? जियो ने अपना डाटा फ्री कर दिया था, तो ऑल ऑफ अस वी टुक जियो नंबर एंड देन वी गॉट internet package free of cost for few years. Yes, so
यस मैम
that was the onset of online economy. Yes, and Geo paved their path. They are very futuristic. Reliance, they knew that this kind of marketing is going to take ahead to a long distance. Yes, so online economy and the principle of e-marketing came into being. Yes, so digital economy, yes, we did. Then government also emphasized कि हमें कैशलेस इंडिया बनाना है. यस, तो हमने करेंसी, फिजिकल करेंसी को we started avoiding and we started going cashless. yes, सबसे पहला भीम आया. ठीक है, ऑनलाइन बैंकिंग, ऑनलाइन क्या बोलते हैं, यूपीआई, यूनिफाइड पेमेंट इंटरफेस. देन वी हैड गूगल पे, फोन पे. अभी तो कितने सारे हैं उसका कोई गिनती ही नहीं है. ठीक है. देन वी ऑल्सो गॉट डिपार्टमेंटल स्टोर्स ऑनलाइन. यस, जहां सब कुछ मिलने लगा आपको, सब कुछ, सब कुछ से सब कुछ. यस, so when we look at it, in terms of definition, ऑनलाइन मार्केटिंग कनेक्ट्स ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. ठीक है, एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को दूसरे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के साथ, मे इट बी अ सिंगल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन टू अ मल्टीपल नंबर ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, सबको एक साथ जोड़ता है ऑनलाइन विथ क्वालिफाइड एंड नॉलेजेबल पोटेंशियल कस्टमर्स. ठीक है, जो जानते हैं उसके बारे में, and takes business to a much higher level than traditional marketing. Yes, it is further stated that online marketing combines the internet's creative and technical tools, including design and development for sales and advertising. आप देखोगे आपका जो ऑनलाइन साइट्स होता है, सोशल मीडिया नेटवर्क्स में आपके सर्च हिस्ट्री के हिसाब से आपको प्रोडक्ट्स शो करते हैं. सो दैट इज वन वे. यस, यूआई यूएक्स है, यूजर इंटरफेस डिजाइनिंग. ठीक है, ये सारे डिफरेंट टर्म्स हैं जो ऑनलाइन मार्केटिंग को डिजिटल इकोनॉमी के साथ कनेक्ट करते हैं. ठीक है, सो नाउ नोबडी इज स्पेयर्ड. यस, एवरीवन, मे इट बी अ पर्सन from a very lower strata to a person to a very higher strata. Yes, all of us are transacting the digital economy. Yes, all of us are conducting the economic activities through online interface. Yes, so when we are looking into all these bartering system, all these kind of taking and giving kind of a system, these through a online site, or you can say using the help of world wide web. Yes, these kind of systems, marketing systems, are called e-marketing systems or electronic marketing systems. And thus we barter, we take money, we give money through the digital economy system. All right, I hope all of you are clear with it. The definition of online marketing has been taken from techopedia.com. That's a credit given to them. Yes, and this is how we go ahead with the online marketing. All right, now what are the different types of e-commerce? Yes, e-commerce सबको clear है क्या है e-commerce? यस, रूबी आप थोड़ा फिर से समझाइए ई-कॉमर्स क्या है.
मैम, ई कॉमर्स वही जो ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म पे मार्केटिंग वगैरह करते हैं, जो ब्रांड्स अपने प्रमोशन करते हैं.
हाँ
मैम, इट इज राइट.
कॉमर्स, व्हेन यू लुक इनटू कॉमर्स, कॉमर्स क्या होता है?
मैम, कॉमर्स,
ऑलराइट, मार्केटिंग क्या होता है?
मार्केटिंग जो अपने ब्रांड का प्रमोशन करते हैं, मतलब अपनी ब्रांड का डिटेल में जो कस्टमर होते हैं उनको समझाते हैं कि इस प्रोडक्ट्स में मतलब क्या बेनिफिट है, कुछ भी मतलब.
केवल प्रमोट करते हैं। प्रमोट करना तो प्रमोशन होता है। मार्केटिंग इज बेसिकली व्हेन यू आर यूजिंग ऑल दी अदर मीन्स, ठीक है, मतलब आप उसे बनाते भी हो अकॉर्डिंग टू द नीड ऑफ द पीपल, ठीक है। जैसे हमने कल देखा था कि आपको वही लेना है, वही प्रोडक्ट्स बनाना है जो मार्केट में नीड है, से आपको ये भी देखना है कि आप वही प्रोडक्ट्स बनाओगे जो आपकी सोसाइटी में आप लोगों की जरूरत है, ठीक है। जैसे एंड अलोंग विथ इट, जरूरत के साथ साथ आपको उसके बारे में आइडिया भी है, ठीक है। अगर आप वो नहीं करोगे तो फिर क्या होगा कि देयर इज अ चांस दैट यू विल lack something which is required and then the startup will fail, ठीक है। जैसे कि मान लो आपको है इंटरेस्ट डेयरी में, ठीक है। डेयरी मतलब होता है पशुपालन, जिसमें आप गाय पालते हो दूध के लिए, मिल्क प्रोडक्ट्स के लिए, ठीक है। लेकिन आपने डेयरी नहीं करके आपने क्या किया, आपने एक पोल्ट्री फार्म डेवलप किया, ठीक है। पोल्ट्री का बिजनेस स्टार्ट किया। पहला तो ये है आपके पास पोल्ट्री का बिजनेस का कोई आइडियाज नहीं होगा। अगर आप सीख भी लोगे, आइडियाज ले भी लोगे, आपका उसमें इतना इंटरेस्ट नहीं होगा कि आप पोल्ट्री के फार्म्स को अपना बना सको, ठीक है। तो क्या होगा, आपका फेलियर का चांस ज्यादा होता है। गॉट मी? समझ में आया आपको?
यस मैम।
यस एवरीवन, यस। तो इसीलिए मार्केटिंग के अंदर ये सारा चीज आता है। आप सब कुछ पहले एनालाइज करते हो कि क्या मार्केट का नीड है, क्या मार्केट में हम खोलेंगे तभी वो चलेगा, ठीक है। जैसे हमने पिछले क्लास में एक एग्जांपल भी लिया था बुटीक बिजनेस का, ठीक है। तो जब जहां पर रिक्वायरमेंट होगा और आप अपना यूएसपी डालोगे, ठीक है, तब उसी के हिसाब से आप आगे अच्छे तरीके से बढ़ पाओगे। तो मार्केटिंग इज द एंटायर पैकेज, इट इज नॉट जस्ट वन थिंग। बनाना है और बेचना है ऑनलाइन, ये नहीं, ये सारा स्ट्रैटेजी। अब आपको रीच आउट करना पड़ेगा कि ऑनलाइन। देखो क्या होता है फिजिकल मार्केटिंग में, हमारे पास हम देख पाते हैं कैसे लोग आ रहे हैं, उनके एक्सप्रेशंस को समझ पाते हैं। हमारे पास मान लो एक दुकान है, कितने तरीके के लोग खरीदने आए वहां, ठीक है, और हमें उनका एक्सप्रेशंस दिखा, हमें उनका रिएक्शंस देखा, उसके बेसिस पे हम अपने दुकान पे जो सामान है वो चेंज कर सकते हैं, ठीक है। वो मंगाना है या नहीं मंगाना है वो उस पे हम लोग डिसाइड कर सकते हैं। लेकिन जब आप ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म पे ये सारा कुछ करोगे तो यू डू नॉट हैव दैट, ठीक है। तो आप सर्वेज करते हो, ठीक है, आप ऑनलाइन सर्वेस करते हो, यू हायर अ थर्ड पार्टी जो कि इस तरह के सर्वे करते हैं, और आपका जो प्रोडक्ट है वो किस तरह के लोगों को जरूरत है उन्हीं के पास उसका एड्स भेजते हैं, ठीक है। तो दैट इज द पावर ऑफ डिजिटल मार्केटिंग। सबके पास भेजकर अपना एनर्जी और अपना समय बर्बाद नहीं करते, ठीक है। तो उसको बोला जाता है ऑनलाइन मार्केटिंग, ई मार्केटिंग, ई कॉमर्स, ठीक है। बहुत सारे टर्म्स है उसके लिए। ऑलराइट, तो हम जब ई कॉमर्स बोलते हैं, व्हेन वी स्पीक अबाउट ई मार्केटिंग, देयर आर बेसिकली 4 different types of e marketing. All right, all of you please note down, these are really important because in future when you go ahead and start thinking of creating your own entrepreneurs firm, then you will have to understand what kind of a business you want to develop. All right, so when we look into the type of e-marketing, we have 4 basic categories of marketing. Yes, they are business to business, जिसको बोला जाता है B2B. yes, कभी सुना है B2B के बारे में? All right, when we say B2B, it basically refers to the electronic exchange of products, okay, services. Now, here you will have to understand, now when we speak about products, this can be services also, this can be information also. जैसे आप जब प्रोडक्ट्स को बेचते हो, ठीक है, जैसे आपका हुआ sites like Amazon, Myntra, Ajio, Nykaa, all these are selling their products, all right. But when you look into sites like Zomato, Urban Clap, Instamart, all these things gives you these gives you services, all right. They help you out to get some service. There are many more, I just took names of few, okay. Or maybe information, all right. Information like we have Google, we have Chrome, yes, we have so many other websites who are giving us informations, yes. So when you exchange all these parameters with the others, you know, with the other business, rather than between business and consumers, you sell your product, जिसको हम बोलते हैं होलसेल, ठीक है। जैसे आपने कोई भी चीज दूसरे जैसे एक स्टार्टअप है, ठीक है, उसने कुछ प्रोडक्ट्स बनाया और उसने अमेज़न को उसका जो प्रोडक्ट्स है वो दे दिया, नाउ अमेज़न विल सेल इट आउट, ठीक है। तो दैट इज योर बिजनेस टू बिजनेस, बेसिकली इट्स अ होलसेल थिंग। यू आर सेलिंग बल्क ऑफ योर प्रोडक्ट्स टू द अदर बिजनेसमैन हु इज गोइंग टू सेल इट आउट, ठीक है। दैट इज नॉट अ रिटेल, इट्स अ इन कॉमन होलसेल, ठीक है। समझ में आया सबको B2B मार्केटिंग क्या होता है?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Now, business to consumer. Business to consumer is basically B2C, okay? Which is business to consumer, and this is the retail part of it. Retail part of the e-commerce on the internet, okay? It is executed when business sells products. जैसे Amazon है, ठीक है, वो क्या करता है, प्रोडक्ट्स को सेल करता है। सर्विसेज को, जैसे अर्बन क्लैप है, वो आपको मैकेनिक्स देता है जो आपका एसी सर्विस करता है या आपका फ्रिज सर्विस करता है, ठीक है। नाउ डेज वी ऑल्सो हैव सैलून सर्विसेज, ठीक है, ब्यूटी सर्विसेज। तो ये सारा वो आपको सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड कर रहा है, अर्बन क्लैप या अर्बन कंपनी कुछ है, ठीक है। या फिर इंफॉर्मेशन directly to the customers or the consumers, okay. So this is from business to consumer, got me? ये बिल्कुल क्लियर होना चाहिए सभी को, तभी आप आगे जाकर मतलब इसको प्रॉपर तरीके से अपने लाइफ में पुट इन कर पाओगे, ऑल राइट। द थर्ड टाइप, or we can say the third category of marketing or e-commerce is called consumer to consumer, yes. And in this what happens, the consumers trade their products or services, ठीक है। आप देखोगे you have so many online groups, ठीक है, व्हाट्सएप में ग्रुप होता है, टेलीग्राम में ग्रुप होता है, वो क्या करते हैं, कहीं से कुछ प्रोडक्ट्स लेते हैं, वो खुद भी कस्टमर है, किसी और से खरीदा है उन्होंने या किसी और से उसके कैटलॉग्स उनको मिले हैं, ठीक है, एंड देन दे आर सेलिंग इट आउट टू अदर कंज्यूमर्स। वो उनको भेज रहे हैं वो सारा प्रोडक्ट्स का फोटोग्राफ्स, अगर कंज्यूमर को वो पसंद आया तो दे आर बाइंग इट फ्रॉम द होलसेलर एंड देन सेलिंग इट टू द consumer front who is in the front and keeping a amount of profit within themselves, ठीक है। so this is called consumer to consumer। व्हाट्सएप में बहुत सारे बिजनेस ग्रुप्स है या नहीं है? how many of you have realized that? yes, सबको समझ में आया ना?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the fourth type of marketing is consumer to business, okay. Here consumers makes their product and then they sell it to companies, ठीक है, companies purchase this। जैसे कि आप देखोगे इंस्टाग्राम में बहुत स्मॉल स्केल कंपनीज कंज्यूमर्स अवेलेबल हैं, ठीक है। तो क्या करते हैं वो छोटे छोटे स्टार्टअप बायर्स से, छोटे छोटे स्टार्टअप कंपनीज से वो परचेज करते हैं हैंडीक्राफ्ट गुड्स, और फिर उसे बल्क में ऑर्डर देते हैं उनको बनाने के लिए, इफ दे गेट ऑर्डर, एंड देन दे सेल इट आउट, ठीक है। तो आप देखोगे क्या होता है, ट्रेड फेयर्स होता है, ठीक है, ट्रेड फेयर्स होता है, वहां पर बल्क में बिजनेस करने के लिए यू नो you have exporters and importers who come and gives you order. So आप क्या करते हो, आपका एक फर्म है जिसमें आप इस तरह के काम कराते हो, जॉब वर्क्स कराते हो, and then you sell it out to the person who is giving you bulk orders. फिर वो जाकर आगे जाकर दूसरे के साथ बिजनेस करते हैं, ठीक है। तो कंज्यूमर से बिजनेस को हम बेचते हैं, ठीक है। Yes, all of you are clear with it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Now we'll do a small exercise. All of you, please. Yes, all of you now need to do a small exercise. All of you are so quiet today. I do not know how active you are. Yes, what you need to do is, we have looked into 4 different types of businesses. Yes. So now list out some of the businesses and uh, let's discuss. Yes. So it's a very interesting topic. Yes. So all of you list out few of the e-commerce sites, and आपको segregate करना होगा कौन सा e-commerce site बिजनेस टू बिजनेस काम करता है, कौन सा ई-कॉमर्स साइट बिजनेस टू कंज्यूमर काम करता है, कौन सा साइट बिजनेस टू कंज्यूमर टू बिजनेस करता है, और कौन कंज्यूमर टू कंज्यूमर करता है, ठीक है। So giving you 15 minutes of time, all of you please list down this so that we get active. Yes, and Mohammed Faiz, you have joined today for the first time.
Yes, ma'am.
All
Yes,
right,
ma'am.
giving you my email ID so that you can submit your assignment. All right.
Miss, can you can you give me your mail ID, please, ma'am? Send,
Yeah.
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 6:30 now. 6:45 May we will look into all the consumers, types of business e-commerce sites that you are identifying.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Alka.
Ma'am, there is a network issue here. Can you please note down in the chat box so that I can understand what did you said?
Okay.
The examples, business to business and that part.
Okay, I'm giving it.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, I hope all of you are done with it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, 2 more minutes. Yes, we are done.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so speak out. Which are the companies? If you are not being able to convey, then you can also give a message in the chat box. All right.
Ma'am, am I audible to you?
Yeah, yeah, you are.
Yes. First, is business to business.
Yeah,
The Apple company holds the link with the other companies like Intel, Panasonic, semiconductors.
yeah.
Like they provide their मतलब business to business. जो
Hmm.
इंटेल कंपनी है वो अपने एप्पल को प्रोवाइड करता है अपना जो सॉफ्टवेयर है वो है
हाँ,
बिजनेस टू बिजनेस सेल करता है लाइक सेमीकंडक्टर्स हो गए
हाँ.
they use semiconductors in the Apple phones and they purchase it to from the companies different companies. This is
Yeah,
business to business.
yeah. Very good, very good. Yeah.
like
Next.
like we have automotive industries like cars वगैरह
Hmm.
uh, uh, different they purchase their car parts from the other company
Hmm.
like engines, batteries, like other company provides.
Yeah.
And the second option, second type is business to consumer.
Hmm.
In this, Amazon, Shopify, Uber,
Yeah.
Netflix,
Hmm.
they comes under business to consumer.
Yeah.
And next is consumer to consumer.
Yeah.
Uh, the sites like Etsy, Etsy,
Yes. Let's see.
Etsy, and PayPal,
Yeah.
uh, and online marketplace,
Yeah. Consumer to consumer.
consumer to
Instagram also does that. Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
And the last type is consumer to business. In
Yeah.
this, like influencers promote the services and or brands, and then businesses buy and like food bloggers,
Yeah, you have fashion bloggers, food
food
bloggers. You
bloggers.
also have, yeah, you have influencers for fashion. You have influencers for various fields. Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
it's a very upcoming trend right now, consumer to business. Yes, and now it's a influencers market. Even big companies like Mintra and Amazon, they are hiring influencers. Yes, to market
Yes,
their
ma'am.
products. Yes. Yeah, very good, Alka. Yes, Zainab,
Thank you, ma'am.
have.
Now first is business to consumer B2C.
Hmm.
इसमें मैम अमेजोन अमेजोन में मतलब ये बिजनेस कंज्यूमर तक पहुंचाते हैं अपने प्रोडक्ट। इसमें बहुत सारी वेबसाइट्स हैं, शुगर कॉस्मेटिक्स, फूल, द विशिस चेयर, नेटफ्लिक्स। एंड सेकेंड इज B2B, बिजनेस टू बिजनेस। इसमें
Hmm.
मैम है इंडिया मार्ट, जिसमें कोई भी बिजनेस अपनी कोई भी चीज ले सकता है दूसरी बिजनेस से।
Hmm.
उसमें वो इंडिया का भी हो सकता है, आउट ऑफ इंडिया भी सप्लाई हो सकती है, इंडिया से भी आप कहीं से भी ले सकते हो,
हाँ.
कनेक्ट हो सकते हो आप किसी से भी। मैम थर्ड इज कंज्यूमर टू बिजनेस, लाइक मैम ओलेक्स, नहीं
Yeah.
नहीं, कंज्यूमर टू बिजनेस लाइक फूड ब्लॉगर्स। हम
हाँ.
ब्लॉगर किसी भी चीज के डिस्प्ले हम उन्हें एड पे भी लेकर अपनी चीजों को प्रमोशन करवा सकते हैं।
हाँ.
फोर्थ इज मैम C2C, कंज्यूमर टू कंज्यूमर, लाइक ऑलएक्स। जैसे जिसको लेना होता है और जिसको देना होता है वो दोनों पार्टी आपस में बात करके फिर एक चीज पे एग्री होके रिटर्न कर लेते हैं, सामान एक दूसरे को दे देते हैं।
हाँ. हाँ, good, Zainab, very good. What about Mohammed Faiz? Yes.
Hello, ma'am. First, and business to business B2B.
Yeah.
Ma'am, the business to business e-commerce model structured just like it may sound. It is where business sell product to other companies.
Yeah.
Best example to B2B business in is a software companies and HubSpot and the SurveyMonkey is the best examples.
Okay.
Another one is business to consumer B2B, B2C. Sorry, ma'am.
Hmm.
The business to consumer e-commerce model is also straightforward. It is when a business sells product online.
Yeah.
Uh, Business to consumer e-commerce companies are companies that you and I visit online every day to purchase things in like clothing, books, and makeup. Ma'am, best examples Amazon, eBay, Alibaba companies. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Another one C2C, consumer to consumer. Consumer to consumer, a business model is when one consumer make and sell a product to another consumer. Ma'am, hello,
Yeah.
hello,
Yeah.
ma'am. And the best example C2C store, mm, personal website. Another, ma'am, consumer to business C2B. And the last type of e-commerce business model is consumer to business. Ma'am.
Yeah.
Um,
Consumer
uh,
to business. Yeah.
Okay, the good example to and the C2B business and the freelance graphic designer, social media influencer. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. So very good. So it seems all of you have now woke up. Yeah, so we go to the next topic, which are laws. There are certain laws because even infringements are there. There are times when people try to take over the other's business, maybe by different, by copying the work or by copying their policies, the copying their types. Yes, so there are certain laws. Certain laws have also been created which will protect these kind of e-commerce business because it is open. Yes, people can copy it, people can steal it, people can do a whole lot of things. Yes, so in order to protect all these kind of businesses, e-commerce platforms, yes, different types of laws related to e-commerce have also been, devised. Yes, so the first of it is the contract law. Yes, have you heard of it? Anyone? Contract law, or any idea what kind of a law is this? So it's a
No idea,
software
ma'am.
license. It's a software license agreements. Okay, where business transaction in the cyberspace is protected by means of agreements. Yes, like you have a software, say you cannot use a pirated software, right? So there are contracts done by different organizations from the organization who sell out these contracts. Okay, for example, say MS Office. Yes, MS Office package is actually developed by Microsoft. Yes, Microsoft sells it to different, you can say, firms or business people, so that they can take advantage of it and utilize their services for their personalized work. All right, but then there are organizations who can take out the pirated one of it and use it for their business, though it's happening. But basically what happens, very renamed or very famous companies, they do not infringe this. They do the contract with MS, they purchase the original one, and then they use it. All right, so when they are doing this, the contract law is enforced. Okay, where the license is purchased from a specific person. But if somebody is not purchasing the license using a pirated version of it and they are caught, Microsoft can sue the company and take, you can say, fine from them. Yes, and charge fine from them because they have not purchased the contract of it. Okay, so this is how they are protecting their contract, they are protecting their products. All right, so that is the first type of law, which says software license agreements, business transactions, all these things are done with a proper pen and a paper write up in black and white. Okay, so contracts are developed and signed by both the companies. All right, even in cyberspaces the contracts are done. All right, then the second type of law which we speak about is the copyright law. Have you heard of copyright law? Have you heard of copyrighted images? It says
Yes,
there
ma'am.
are many sites, you cannot download the image directly from there and then use it for your own purpose because they are copyright protected. आप देखोगे नीचे में एक C लिखा होता है, C. Yes, small c, and you have a, that is in between a circle. Yes, copyright है वो, मतलब you cannot use that image, use that logo, or use that work for your personal benefit without taking permission from the firm who has generated that. All right, so that is for computer softwares, that can be for text, that can be for pictures on the internet, that can be for logo, that can be for photographs. All right, so there are many photographers also who have copyrighted their images. Yes, so you cannot use their image for your personal work. All right, so that is known as a copyright law, where where the right for that copy is with the owner, with the person who has created it, with the person who has developed it. All right, the third type of law is the trademark law, and this is basically, you have domains, you have different domains. Yes, which are, maybe for your particular product or for your particular brand, you are purchasing a space. All right, domain in the cyberspace. So when you are, removing or diluting that cyberspace, these kind of trademark laws are enforced. All right, you are using your, like for example, Instagram has given the permission to use their site, their place to promote your product, but there are sites who do not give the, liberty to use their space to promote your work. So that is what is called trademark. So trademark, a cyberspace is purchased and that is exclusively given to them. The domain is given to the people. If somebody else is trying to infringe that law, they are trying to break that, they will sue them against the trademark law. Okay, then you have patent law. Yes, patent is again for software and hardware. Yes, so it can be both for software, it can be for hardware. For example, say scientists, or students or designers, they have created something which was never done earlier. All right, say textile designers, they developed a pinna fiber. Yeah, pinna fiber is already available in African regions. Yes, but here in India, say somebody has developed pinna fiber, pineapple fiber, and developed a garment out of it using a organic dye. All right, so what happens, that can be patented. That product cannot be developed by anybody else if that person has taken a patent for it. All right, that is one thing. Now says a software, Google has already patented their softwares of Word, ठीक है, PowerPoint, or say their Excel. Now that cannot be sold out in the market in other name. So because Google already, MS Microsoft already has the patent of it. All right, so this is how you cannot, dilute, or you cannot change the product, or other people cannot take the, you can say, the patent of that product. One patent is given to only one person or one company or one team. All right, now next is the tort law, which is basically डिफेमेशन. यस, आप देखोगे मालहानि का केस कर दिया, क्या है ये? That's a tort law. Yes, say somebody has used Apple का logo and they have, just deformed थोड़ा सा, और उसको फिर वो अपने ब्रांड के नेम से सेल आउट कर रहे हैं. उन्होंने अपना पेटेंट, अपना ट्रेडमार्क उस पे नहीं लिया है, ट्रेडमार्क नहीं लिया है उस लोगो पे. ऑलराइट, तो Apple has the right to put up tort law against them, put a case of defamation. Okay, so that is what is called tort law. Okay, you can, if your privacy is hampered, then defamation law, or you have got defamed, then tort law is applicable there. All right, the last one which is there is the computer crime. Now unauthorized use of services, as I was saying, yes, कि आप एक fake, or you can say, what is it, डुप्लीकेट सॉफ्टवेयर को क्या बोला जाता है? पायरेटेड. यस, पायरेटेड सॉफ्टवेयर यूज करते हो, ठीक है, पायरेटेड सॉफ्टवेयर यूज करते हो, बट यू आर यूजिंग इट फॉर सेवरल टाइम्स, ठीक है. तो इफ द पर्सन हु इज सेलिंग दिस प्रोडक्ट has got to know that you are using a pirated software, then you will get a notice regarding the unauthorized use of services. All right, then there are, in your spam you will see lots and lots of emails which comes. Yes, क्या होता है, you have fraud harassments. Recently in the newspaper few days back, it was there that, some fraudsters, what they did, they sent email in the name of one of the bureaucrats to different companies, to different individuals, kind of blackmailing them regarding their usage of internet, and that was sent to several people, several bureaucrats as well. All right, so that is how harassment was done by email. Yes, fraud harassment. So these are the types of computer crimes. All right, cyber crimes. There are people who take away money, yes, who loot the money from the banks using these kind of cyber crimes. Yes, so there are different types of laws applicable for these kind of crimes. Got me, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so that is all about the laws. Then we have e-commerce and the fashion industry. What, how, marketing is done in the fashion industry. You already know, I have put in some of the images here which speaks about the fashion industry's involvement with these brands. You have eBay, you have Amazon, you have Nykaa, Flipkart, और क्या क्या है, you have Gocoup. Yes, so they have again, now textile and fashion industry is the biggest constrictor. Yes, for increasing the revenue, there are, there, every company has launched their own e-commerce sites. Yes, now आप देखो, आपके आप you are not getting time to go to Pantaloons, you are not getting time to go to West Side. Yes, but you can buy the products which is available there in Shopper Stop from your phone itself. So they have already linked their store with the e-commerce platform. Yes, and this is how the entire fashion industry is running right now. Yes, you have different types of, commodities also. So like you have Myntra, you have Jabong, Ajio, और क्या क्या है, Coops है. Yes, Ruby, और क्या क्या for kids. What are the brands, fashion brands who are catering to kids wear? I hope
First
I'm
cry.
good.
First cry.
First cry. Yes, first cry is for kids wear. Yes, and for women, you have Biba, you have W, you have Pantaloons themselves, Max है, बहुत सारे हैं. So based on your budget, there are different types of e-commerce sites who are related to fashion industry and has been, promoting these kind of fashion businesses. Yes, when we look into, okay, there when we looked into the specialized firms like menswear के लिए, you have Banana Republic who are mostly into exports. Yes, तो उनका भी है. Then you have H&M, you have Marks and Spencer. Yes, all these, e-commerce sites are exclusively working for the development of fashion industry. And now, there are with the support of government, even मेक इन इंडिया, स्किल्ड इन इंडिया. ठीक है, ऐसे है. और आप देखोगे स्मॉल स्मॉल स्टार्टअप्स को लिंक किया गया है इन सब बड़े बड़े ई कॉमर्स साइट्स के साथ. आप देखोगे Ajio हैज अ separate section called Ajio Luxe for the brands and designers. Yes, who comes under the luxury section. Similarly, if you look into Amazon, they have skilled in India का एक सेक्शन जहां स्मॉल स्टार्टअप्स अपना ब्रांड्स को प्रमोट करते हैं, उनके प्रोडक्ट्स अवेलेबल होते हैं. यस, हैव यू सीन दोस? Yes, there are handloom section, there are handicraft section. तो आप देखोगे दीपावली के पहले दीप भी आपको ऑनलाइन मिल जाएगा. Yes, you have so many different now associations which has been developed connections between these e-commerce sites and the fashion industries. All right, so with this we will move towards the next topic, that is what are the careers that we have in fashion industry. Yes, can we have a just small discussion about what are the different careers that you think is associated with fashion industry? Yes, मोहम्मद, क्या नाम है आपका? मोहम्मद Faiz. Yes, Mohammed Faiz. What do you think? What are the careers which are associated with fashion?
Ma'am,
Yeah,
fashion
fashion.
is
Yeah,
fat, fashion designer.
yeah. What are the careers? You know what? If a person is learning about fashion, how can he go ahead in future? What are the different professions that can be adopted by this person? Yes, no idea. Alka?
Like ma'am, fashion event planners.
Yeah.
अम, आपने बताया था शायद सेट मेकर्स होते हैं जो सेट डिजाइन करते हैं, डिजाइनर्स.
हाँ हाँ.
नेक्स्ट वन.
और कुछ? Try out. I'm not saying you will be, hitting the bull's eye, but try out कि क्या क्या और हो सकता है.
ओके मैम.
Yes.
मैम फैशन डिजाइनर, पर्सनल
Fashion
स्टाइलिस्ट,
designer. Yes.
फैशन बायर,
Fashion buyers. Yes.
फैशन मार्केटिंग, फैशन मार्केटर,
Fashion, या फैशन मार्केटर्स को हम लोग और बहुत सारे नाम से जानते हैं. Yes.
रिटेल मैनेजर भी हो सकता है फैशन की फील्ड में,
All right.
टेक्सटाइल डिजाइनर,
या टेक्सटाइल डिजाइनर, सोर्सिंग पीपल, सोर्सिंग मैन. ठीक है. तो when we look into the supply chain, ठीक है, when you look into the supply chain of fashion, it starts from fibers to products, fabrics, garments. Yes. तो बहुत सारे रोल्स हैं जो आप प्ले कर सकते हो in the fashion industry. Not only a designer, but you can also become a forecaster, retail management कर सकते हो. मर्चेंडाइजिंग मतलब होता है आप अलग अलग जगह से सोर्स करके प्रोडक्ट को एक कंपनी के लिए देते हो. ठीक है. फैशन डिजाइनर तो है ही. यू आर लर्निंग अबाउट पैटर्न मेकिंग. यस, पैटर्न मेकर्स आर वन ऑफ द लीडिंग पीपल जो कि फैशन इंडस्ट्री में मस्ट है. दे आर रियली इंपॉर्टेंट. विदाउट पैटर्न मेकर्स यू कैन नॉट survive in an apparel industry. Yes. Then you have khaka masters. Khaka masters are those people who develop your prints. Yes, who make the copies for the designs that you develop. So based on the type of motif that you are developing, उसके repeats बनाएंगे, उसके placement पे काम करेंगे. All these a khaka master does. Yes, so these are a part of your textile processes. So you can indulge yourself in different types of careers, starting from your sourcing. Yes, sourcing is a very big field in the fashion industry. क्या होता है? There these brands, do you think the brands like buying houses where you are keeping different products in the same roof are the designers going out and buying, collecting the things. No, there are sourcing people. Yes, there are merchandisers, there are sourcing people who are sourcing different types of products from various places and putting it under one roof, so that the company has all these variations under one roof. Yes, so that can be in the form of sourcing of products, that can be in the form of sourcing of yarns, that can be in the form of sourcing of embroidered materials. Yes, that can be in the source of different types of trims and, you know additional accessories. So, when we are looking into the careers in fashion, the objective here is that you will understand that there are different types of job opportunities available in fashion industry. Yes, it now you need to understand what your competency is, what you want to do ahead. So based on this, you can go ahead and find the job roles that you want to play. Yes, so once you get the experience of all these, you can set up your own, firms or startup firm, and then you can hire people. All right, but before that, you will have to understand what are the different types of careers that you can develop. Okay, so you can work in the sectors of raw materials, like, collection of different types of yarns from different places, and get it weaved, get it developed into embroideries, or get it woven, or crochet can be done, anything. So from the raw material section, once you have the fundamentals of everything that you are learning, say you want to do handicrafts, say you want to go for embroideries. Yes, so somebody said she was interested in embroidery last class. I think Zainab, you said, right? So embroidery has so many types of embroideries, different types of materials are used in embroideries, different types of yarns are used in embroidery. So there are companies who does only embroidery. All right, so different types of hand embroideries, they are either the job workers or they are the exporters. So basically what happened, as we were looking into the types of e-commerce, yes, business to consumer, consumer to consumer, business, consumer to business. Yes, so job workers are the people who take orders from the export houses and develop the products. All right, so now they hire the sourcing people, from fashion industry, and these sourcing people go out to different places, source the yarn, source the trim, source the sequence from other places, and develop the samples. Once this sample is developed, it is presented to the buyer, and based on the acceptance of the buyer, now these products, these samples are converted into shipments. तो thousands and thousands of pieces का उनको orders मिलता है. So sourcing man is one of the very important role that needs to be played in the business of fashion. ठीक है, समझ में आया what is a sourcing man, sourcing person? Now that can be in the field of, I just gave you an example of yarn, that can be applicable also for fabrics, trims, packaging, ठीक है, और फिर कलर्स डाइंग के लिए. तो इस तरह से जो सोर्सिंग मैन होते हैं, वो ये सारे चीज आइडेंटिफाई करते हैं अपने कंपनी के लिए, जिसके लिए वो काम करते हैं, और फिर उसे डेवलप करवाते हैं. ठीक है, so that is one thing that can be developed. Now you can also look into manufacturing. Yes, manufacturing मतलब say you have the idea of stitching, sewing. ठीक है, तो आप अपने साथ 20 और लोगों को अपने साथ अटैच करोगे. ठीक है, और आपको एक ऑर्डर मिलेगा. यू विल हैव टू गो टू दीज सोर्सिंग पीपल. सोर्सिंग जो लोग हैं, वो लोग अपने ऑर्डर्स के हिसाब से लोगों से काम करवाते भी हैं, जॉब वर्क्स करवाते हैं. ठीक है, तो आप मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में भी काम कर सकते हो, मतलब आप अपना मैन्युफैक्चरिंग का सेटअप बना सकते हो. यू कैन हैव योर ओन सेटअप फॉर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इंडस्ट्री एंड देन यू कैन do the manufacturing according to the buyer's requirement. आपको buyers जो buying house होंगे, export house होंगे, they will give you the requirement how they want to get their products stitched. Then that can be manufactured in a large scale from the manufacturing people. ठीक है? So this is how you can manufacture the things. You can either manufacture the textiles or you can manufacture the प्रोडक्ट्स एज वेल. जैसे कि आप कपड़ा भी वीविंग कर सकते हो, डाइंग कर सकते हो, क्रोशे के लिए यार्डेज डेवलप करवा सकते हो, एंड देन उसको स्टिचिंग करने के लिए अनदर पर्सन विल बी इन्वॉल्व हु विल बी मैन्युफैक्चरिंग द टेक्सटाइल. ठीक है? देन यू कैन गो फॉर गारमेंट कंस्ट्रक्शन. जो कंस्ट्रक्शन करते हैं वो भी, मतलब स्टिचिंग करते हैं, वो भी इसमें ऐड कर सकते हैं. नेक्स्ट इज retailer. You are selling it out to the consumers. Yes, retailers are the one who either do B2B or they can also do B2C. Yes, so retailers are the one who do not sell in bulk but they sell in small quantities. ठीक है? So this is how you can do. Then after this you have a huge option in the textile sector. Yes, Zainab was saying about textile designer. Yes, textile design sector क्या है? Zainab,
Yes, ma'am.
what is the textile design sector? Do you have any idea about it?
मैम टेक्सटाइल किसी तरह का प्रिंट आप डेवलप कर सकते हो और फिर आप बाहर से करवा भी सकते हो.
हाँ. So textile design sector is a huge field. Now here you can go for printing. Yes, again in
Yes,
printing
ma'am.
you have different types of setup. You have digital printing these days, sublimation printing hai, you have screen printing, you have block printing, you have dabu printing. Yes, you have roller printings. Yes, so there are different types of printing up based on your knowledge, based on your requirements. You can go for printing industry. Prints भी करवा सकते हो. ठीक है? Other than this you have knitting. Knitting क्या है? Knitting is mostly famous in the northern regions of Chandigarh और उधर. ठीक है? And जम्मू एंड कश्मीर में दे डू वुलन knits. Yes, हिमाचल में दे डू woolen knitting. So knitting is also one of the sector which is associated with the textile sector. Yes, embroidery has a huge section. Yes, you have machine embroidery, you have hand embroidery, you have tufted embroidery. Again in machine you have ari, you have satin. Yes, you have computerized machine embroidery these days with multi heads. All right. So embroidery sector is also one of the sector where, you know, career can be developed. Designing or, you know, giving a design consultancy. So there are, you know, all these companies, mostly the buying your export houses, they have their own set of designers. So these designers develop the products, samples, prototypes, and if that is accepted by the buyer, that is produced in mass quantity. So designing can be done. Dyeing, yes, dyeing. Other than printing, you also have dyeing. So according to the shade that is required, according to the tint that is required by the buyer, dyeing is done. And dyeing is one of the leading industry for export section because they look for particular type of dyes. Okay, so ये बहुत ही important एक sector है dyeing. ठीक है? और coloring. Then forecasting. Now what is this forecasting? Yes, Any idea about it, Alka? Forecasting. 4 means before only you know what is to
In
be
future prediction, like
brought in the
fashion
next
future
season.
prediction.
Yes. Yes, it is forecasting, fashion
Yes, ma'am.
forecasting. Yes. So there are trend spotters. There are trend spotters who keep on spotting what is the trend which is going. And all of you know about the fashion cycle. Yes. So according to the fashion cycle, how things are going to come back. Accordingly, there are organizations, there are forecasting organizations, like you have Promostil, you have WGSN, you have Trends. All right, so these are some of the forecasting agencies who forecast your prediction, fashion prediction. And you can also work in these kind of forecasting industry. So this is what is there in textiles. All right. Yes, apart from this, there are fashion designing, like you can create a fashion designing pathway. You can develop designs, you can develop silhouettes, you can coordinate with the team. Yes, you can work as a backstage people, yes, who help. And along with this, you can also work, like you can say, costume designers, backstage managers, okay. Or you can say the cinema or actors, costume designers. So in this you can also go ahead like a designer, or you can say uh, the sourcing people who source the design. All right. Now, when we speak about merchandisers, merchandise का मतलब होता है the products which are available in a company. Okay, and when we speak about merchandisers are basically those people who know what is going to be sold out in the market. जैसे एक prediction होता है ना कि यहाँ के लोगों को इस तरह का चीजें ही पसंद आएगा, इस सीजन में ये कलर चलेगा, ठीक है. So this kind of a person who can forecast the things, who can analyze the things, analyst जो होते हैं, so they can work as a merchandiser. They can plan the things, they can liaison with buyers, they can liaison with manufacturers, okay. And then they can develop the product and put it on floor for marketing. All right. Then retail में भी आप काम कर सकते हो. When you are working on retail, you can be the store manager, you can be the sales manager. Yes, you can also look into the floor manager. All right. So इस तरीके से आप merchandising में भी retail में भी काम कर सकते हो, ठीक है. Other than this, there are so many other pathways that you can develop. But the main thing that you can do it yourself is the self entrepreneur. Yes, you can develop your own brand, and as a entrepreneur you can have your own brand, but at the same time you can also work with other brands as a freelance designer. Freelance is something you are not bound by any contract. All right, you are not their permanent designers or a permanent employee. You do the work, you get paid for it. So that is what is called a freelance designer. Freelance pattern maker, say somebody is approaching you, you are good with a pattern making skill. Yes, you can charge, you can tell them what is the amount that you will be needing for one of your patterns. Yes, because they have to create it in bulk, so will be ready to give you money for developing of pattern. All right, so pattern maker is also one of the very important aspect of the pathways, career pathways, and this can also be done as a freelance pattern master. Okay, you can look into hand embroideries, you can do a boutique management. All right, you can even work as an illustrator. If you are good with your illustration techniques, you can become an illustrator, you can become a graphic designer, you can become a fashion photographer, you can become a graphic designer. All right, so this is how you have several options which you can develop within yourself and choose it as a career pathway. All right, I hope I have made myself clear to everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, out of all these
Yes,
pathways,
ma'am.
you can select any one area and you can follow, you can join them and develop your skills and do a job with them. Other than this, there is one thing that I forgot including is, there are different organizations that can help you out in develop, because government always wants people to become a self entrepreneur. Okay, so there are different government agencies who support startup and self entrepreneurship. Okay, in development of their projects. Okay, even in funding execution के लिए भी वो उनको help करते हैं. So we have incubation centers here in and around where those who are capable of doing and those who are willing to do, they are getting a contract for 3 years with all the budgets, with all the finance, with all the subsidies to develop a company for themselves. Okay, so I'm going to name few of it. Please note down so that it becomes easier for you to later on reflect on these. So first thing that is there is the Niti Aayog. Yes, you can look into the Niti Aayog. Yes, which is basically an organization by MSME. MSME is Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. Okay, so you can reach them out, give them your proposal, and if your proposal is worthy enough to be accepted, they will help you out with the funding and execution as well. All right, the next very important and widely being appreciated in the media sectors is the SIDB. Yes, Small Industries Development Bank of India. Yes, so under them they have several schemes. You have NABARD. Yes, National Agricultural बैंक एंड फॉर द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ रूरल इंडिया कुछ ऐसे है नाबार्ड. सो यू कैन ऑल्सो लुक इन टू नाबार्ड. They are also helping you out with different types of projects for entrepreneurship startups. All right, skill development programs. तो नाबार्ड भी है. You have Mudra Bank. Yes, they have their incubation facilities. Yes, now there are other organizations also who give you incubation facilities. So incubation is basically they will give you the infrastructure, they will give you the finances to run a business for certain period of time. After that you will have to become independent and go ahead in developing your business. Okay, then you also have NRDC, that is National Research and Development Corporations. Yes, I hope all of you have noted down.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So you can look into these organizations, study their schemes, study their forms, terms and conditions, and then you can go ahead in developing your own project plans. Okay, I'll give you some list of successful entrepreneurs in the areas of fashion and textile. You can note down their names so that you can study their brands. Okay, There's a brand called Jaipur. How many of you know about it? Jaipur. Yes, it's by Shilpa Sharma. She's a very down to earth lady. Last year, I had been to Jajpur International Conference for handcrafted products. So I met her there. What a wonderful vision she has. She has, you know, emerged as one of the leading business women in the country now. Yes. So you can write her name. She's Shilpa Sharma from Jaipur. Okay. Then you have Anita Dongre. She has her own label called Anita Dongre, and she also has a sustainable label called Grassroots. Okay. Then you have Crafts Villa. Crafts Villa पता है? Craft Villa is also a brand, online brand. The founder for Craft Villa is Monica Gupta. Yes. Then you have Red Polka. Red Polka is another brand. Bisakha Singh is the founder. So you can look into these success stories and then research about them. All right. Apart from this, you can also venture into journalism. How many of you are good in writing? Literature. Studying literature is what you like. And writing up, you know, articles, papers. Yes. If you are good at it, you can also follow the path of journalism. You can write about the different types of crafts. You can write down about the events. Yes. And you can also write down about various celebrities. तो आप फैशन जर्नलिज्म भी ज्वाइन कर सकते हो, और एज अ फैशन जर्नलिज्म journalist you can work in industry. All right. So that is all that we are looking into. These are the different types of career that you can look into. Yes. So I hope I have made myself clear and all of you are aware of this.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is a theory paper. You do not have a practical to this, right?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You do have questionnaires at the back. You will have to submit the question paper, like answer sheets for the questions. Yes. All right. Any doubt in this? You can let me know. So do you know what is the role of a fashion designer? Chalo, let's do a small exercise. We still have few more minutes to go in this session. Yes. All of you, please note down the job role of a fashion designer. What do you think? What does a fashion designer do? Yes. Try looking into. Got me? I'm messaging you. What is the role of a fashion designer? Try identifying at least 10 roles of a fashion designer in fashion industry. Yes, please work on this and we'll discuss. Yes, Zainab. Are you done?
Ma'am, first is designing,
Yeah.
second is research, trends,
Yeah.
select materials,
Yeah.
creating prototypes जैसे fit, quality, price range.
Finalizing the price range. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Presenting, design, marketing,
Yeah, that can be done.
overseeing production जैसे हो final production of their design.
No, final production of design is not done by a
Overseeing production.
overseas. Production is done by the
Yes,
manufacturers. So designers do
yes,
not do
ma'am.
that. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Work with team,
Yes, work with team. Working without team is not possible. Yes.
adapting designs,
Sorry.
create design, create
Yes.
design, manage the design process,
Yeah.
market design.
Market design. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you, Zainab.
Thank you,
Nikita,
ma'am.
you joined late today.
Yes, ma'am.
So tell me, what are the roles of a fashion designer or a textile designer?
Ma'am, developing patterns, creating initial samples,
Yeah.
and ensuring the quality of products.
Yeah. Quality, for quality there are quality controllers, okay,
Okay,
who do
ma'am.
this. Designers, they just make a prototype, they make one piece, okay,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
that
Okay.
is produced in different quantities, in different sizes, by the sampling coordinator, okay.
Okay. Okay,
So
ma'am.
sampling coordinator can, you can also be a sampling coordinator where you can develop the prototype which has been designed by a designer, and you just need to develop different sizes of it, okay.
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah,
Uh,
what else?
the trend setting,
Trendsetters, yes.
planning and executing fashion shows.
Yeah, that can be, planning can be done, that is event coordination. Yes, planning can be done, execution can be done as a set manager. Yes, then you have backstage managers as well, so you can manage the entire show. So 2-3 people are required to do a complete setup for the fashion show. You can also work as a choreographer, planning the entire walk, where to go, how to do. Sequence manager, किसके साथ कौन सा garment जाएगा. Stylist, as a stylist also you can work, ठीक है.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, what else?
Digital sketching.
That is illustration. Yes, graphics can be done.
Yes, ma'am. And
All right.
collaboration.
Sorry.
Collaboration.
Collaboration is basically when 3-4 of you are there together completing one task successfully. That is collaboration. Okay.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
working in team. All
Okay.
right.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Nikita.
Okay,
Alka.
thank you, ma'am. Hello.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I'll just send you in the mail. Actually, there is
Okay.
a
Okay.
network issue.
All right. So Alka says researching for latest trends. Yeah, that's a very good point. Yes, researching for latest trends is basically, until and unless you research about the trends that is going on, you cannot design anything. All right, so researching a latest trend is really important. This can be not the latest, but based on the history of last few years also, on the of the trends, you can design for the further collection. All right, creating designers, yes, it's very necessary. Selecting materials like fabrics, colors, etc., yes, that's important for collaboration with other designers. Testing and deciding the design, all right, that's good. Staying updated, yes, and being sustainable. Sustainability is the key of the time right now, yes. So all of us, sustainability is the new luxury, yes. We are doing conscious shopping now. All of us are into sustainable clothing, ethical fashion, yes. So sustainable, being sustainable as a designer is one of the very important aspect of designing field now. And all of us are looking forward for a more sustainable fashion future ahead. All right, yeah, so thank you, Alka, very good points you have covered. Yes, Mohammed Faiz, what about you? All right, it seems he is not being able to get my voice. So it was really great having interacting with you guys. Today's was the last session. Yes, can I just see everybody's face once? Yes, Nikita, I can see your wonderful DPs, but I cannot see your faces. So it seems like I always speak only with the thumbnails. Yes. So wonderful to be with you for this session. And if you have any doubt related to the subjects that I have taught, you can definitely reach me out and complete your work, submit your work so that your work can be evaluated. Yes, and you can be graded and get your certificate on time. So wishing you all a best of luck for your future. Yes, and do well and be in touch if possible. All right. Wishing you all a very bright future ahead. Keep working. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Chalo. Have a good night. Yeah. All of you, please submit your assignments
Good night,
on
ma'am.
time. All right. Good night.